Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the acting Prime Minister, the leader of the opposition, ministers and my fellow colleagues. I stand here today to speak in support of the 2016 budget that has been prepared by the Honorable Minister of Finance. I believe it is ambitious and bold budget that makes much needed adjustments to the current systems and allocates funding in a way that will benefit our people, the very people we are gathered here to represent. Today I will specifically address the work of the Ministry of Youth and Sport. But before I begin, I would like to take a moment to briefly bring the attention of the House an interesting fact. Madam Speaker, I am pleased to announce that our Royal Fiji Military Force rugby team won the International Defence Rugby Competition. At the end of last month, which was held in England, the IDRC consists of teams representing the Defence Forces of Australia, New Zealand, Britain, South Africa, Canada, France, Georgia, Tonga, and Japan. And therefore, it is not an easy competition to win. This victory is one that we as a nation should acknowledge and be proud of. A big vinagabagalevu to the management, coaches, and players, and the commander of the RMF. Madam Speaker, allow me to draw the House attention to recent initiative by the government to develop sporting capabilities in Fiji, other than conventional rugby. While it is true that we are rugby nations, let it not be a puzzle of truth that prevents us from seeing the potentials we have for other sporting fields. One example is golf. Our nation has produced one of the world's most successful golfers, Vijay Singh. There was a man with a passion and dedication to succeed despite the trials and circumstances that stood in his way, and succeed he did. He's a tale that should open our eyes to the potentials that might lie with our people and spur to the actions. As a government of the people, we should be facilitating the creation of opportunities for our citizens. And I'm glad to see that is exactly what we are doing, developing sporting fields that once were basically ignored. And while we are at it, we are giving people in this country a greater array of options. Madam Speaker, this government is also tapping into prospects of sports in a fiscal sense, empowering our people and providing them with more sporting opportunities does not simply allow them to pursue their dreams. It also results in benefit for our economy. Last year alone, our country received inward present of $382 million, and one of the main contributors to the growth was professional rugby players. There is potential for development of sports and its players as an industry. As referred to earlier, golf is also a sport that is being developed. Golf tourism is known as highly lucrative from the tourism in countries that have taken advantage of the revenue earning power of sport. To illustrate, in 2011, the U.S. economy earned $68 billion from golf alone. Why don't the people of Natandoro play golf so that you can receive millions of dollars? We are already a major tourism destination, Madam Speaker. The stage is set. We need only to act on it. The budget is a framework for progress, a well-charted route to national development. It allocates funding in a way that aims to educate and empower our youth whilst providing them with more opportunities than ever before. It is a people's budget and the mother of all budget. A budget we should all wholeheartedly support, as I do. Madam Speaker, I would like to acknowledge Honorable Ratu Suli this morning that the preparation to the Rio de Janeiro Olympics has already been started 2 months ago. In 2016 budget allocation has for the team, 7th team, and for the preparation for the Fijian teams already qualified. Yes, preparation have already started. We approved it last year. Madam Speaker, to conclude, it is with pride and heart filled with hope that I commend this budget to the House. Thank you.